let's continue. So first hidden question, essential features of auditing. So what are the features? Number one, now this can be asked as a direct question. There's no story can be created around this. Okay. It involves what? Evaluation. Now in every point there will be something called as keywords. These keywords should be there in your answers. Around these you create a sentence, no problem, but these keywords should be there. It involves what? Evaluation and verification. Now two things here. Evaluation and verification of what? Relevance, reliability, adequacy of evidence in support of verifiable information. Now, remember the cycle again. From the data, we are getting information, examination, procedure, evidence. Now, to get evidence is what we are evaluating here. Evaluate and verify of what? Relevance, reliability, adequacy of what? So basically, we have to evaluate the evidence, verify the evidence. Here we have to evaluate the evidence, verify the evidence. But this evidence, what should we evaluate? About the evidence, we have to evaluate two things. What is that? Relevance, reliability. And third one is adequacy. So this is what should be there in your answer. These things, what is that? Evaluation, verification of evidence. Three things about evidence we have to evaluate. Relevance. What do you mean by relevance here? Relevance means what? Related. Is it relevant? Now, for example, let's take one example. Try to answer this. Let us say you are writing in December 2024. Now, for December 2024, let us say I will give you one list of 30 questions. Okay. Now, this 30 question, before December, if I give, is it more relevant, or after December, if I give it is more relevant? The information is same. I'm not changing the information, but the relevance changes. And the relevance is because of the time in my example. So same thing, I have to see in that particular transaction, whatever evidence I am getting, is it relevant for the matter? Let's take an audit example only to understand better. Let us say this is you and this is A Limited. Okay. Now you are auditing A Limited. Now for A Limited, let us say there is something called as sales. Okay. What is the journal entry for sales? Cash / bank / debtor. Always answer in this manner. Yeah, because I never said what about cash sales. I said journal entry for sales. Sales can be cash, sales can be credit. Yeah. Now, this cash, bank, debtor account, debit to sales. Now, if I put here 10,000 rupees, now this is there in the books of accounts. No, you have to verify this entry. How will you verify this entry? Whether it is 10,000 only or no? எப்படி verify பண்ணுவீங்க? BRS. No, why BRS? BRS is to find out why there is a difference between passbook and cash book. Very good. Evidence like invoice. Then invoice is good enough. Yes, invoice also is an evidence for sure. Without sales invoice, what sales entry will pass? Then that through invoice will get to know, no? Because in invoice will be mentioning whether cash received or balance. They'll write no, what is the balance amount, credit or cash, or in invoice I'll get no. Then one more word which starts from I only. I'll give you a hint. You know it. It's nothing difficult. I'm not even asking you CMA Inter level questions. This is not even CMA level question. No. This itself is income, no boss. The moment 10,000 comes in my bank account is my income. From I it starts. I. Because invoice I can create. No, I can write a invoice also, a handwritten invoice also I can create. So invoice is an evidence, but not necessarily a conclusive evidence. Don't know. எந்த ஸ்கூல்ல படிச்ச? Tell me another word that starts from I. Second letter, okay, N. Take. I is there, N is there, third letter V. Abba. If sale should happen, inventory should move out. But to inventory to move out, but inventory should come in, no. You have to purchase inventory, only then sales will happen. Clear? So I need to check inventory register. Yes or no? This inventory register also is an evidence only for me. So I need to verify these evidences, and that's where I said evaluation and verification of evidence. Three things about evidence I need to evaluate. What is that? Relevance. Is it relevant for this financial year? Financial year 23-24 sales. You are having an invoice of financial year 22-23. Is it relevant? Not relevant. Although it is an evidence, but not relevant evidence. Clear? Second, reliability. What do you mean by reliability? Trustworthy evidence I need. If someone who always lies, if that fellow tells me, can I believe him? No. I need a trustworthy evidence. And third one, adequacy. Is it enough for me to get opinion? Clear? My suggestion for you would be, when you are in the class, now students will be having a confusion as to, should I take your material printout, sir, or should I study from institute study mat only, sir? For them, I am telling you, my material is not created by me. It is compiled by me. Clear? I did not write all these things. These are your institute words only. But compared to your institute and my material, the presentation is little better in my material. And it will be easier for you to map your mind as to what topic was there. Because if you take out your institute material, the letters are so small, number one. Number two, where will you map what question, where in which page you have written? Which is where this material will be useful for you. So my suggestion would be, have a printout of this material and use this as a class material. Clear? If you want, you can use institute material. I am not prohibiting. But the point is, when I am writing, I am explaining, where will you write? You will be busy in finding which line sir is talking about. By the time my explanation will be done. Now again, you will find it difficult to match with the speed. So which is why for class work purpose, it is better if you use this material only. After going home, if you want, you can match with the institute material. Yeah, relevant content is there in this material for sure. That I can tell you. Clear? Yes, right. So about evidence, three things: relevancy, reliability, and adequacy. Understood? Clear? Remember it like this: A.R. Rahman. Adequacy, reliability, relevance. Clear? Try as much as possible not to by heart. By hearting, you will lose a lot of energy. So put in such a manner that you will remember certain words in such a way you don't have to sit and read 10 times. Yeah, there's no sense in by hearting. Okay, right. So that's the first feature of our audit. Number second, it is analytical, critical, and investigative review of systems of accounting and internal control systems. Time to learn a new concept. We got to know what is auditing. Now we are going to learn what is called as internal control system. Second point, it is analytical. What do you mean by analytical? Analysis. We analyze information given to us. Critical and investigative. What do you mean by critical? Serious. Very seriously we review. We don't do it for fun. Third, Investigative. Investigative means what? We ask a lot of questions. We want to know the details of it. Clear? Of what? Systems, basically. Your point ends here. There are two types of system. One is accounting system. Another one is internal control system. We'll learn both now. What do you mean by accounting system, sir? What do you mean by accounting system? Now, the first thing that comes to your mind when I say accounting system, you'll tell software. It need not be that software. See, when we say system, system is nothing but set of processes put together is the system. Here, now, what type of accounting system you are following is very important for me. For example, when it comes to inventory, do you know that there are three methods to evaluate the cost of inventory? One is called as FIFO method, one is called as LIFO method, third one is called as weighted average method. Here, don't write anything, just focus on this. Okay. Now, there are three ways to evaluate inventory cost. Correct? Now, out of this, can entity 1 follow FIFO and entity 2 follow weighted average? Basically, can a different entity follow different evaluation methods? Yes, no one is forced to follow only one method. But how does FIFO work? Focus here. This detailed level of explanation will be understood in the upcoming chapters. Here you will not understand, but the basics are covered here. So I am not covering just basics. I will explain the entire concept here itself. And going forward, I'll tell, do you remember accounting system we spoke about? That time you should remember this explanation. Now, in case of this, let us say you have, you're selling perfumes. Okay. When you're selling perfumes are kept in the bottles. Yes or no? You sell bottles only, no? So can I say here FIFO I can use first in, first out? What do you mean by first in? First bottles, the first batch of bottles that were purchased should be sold first. Why? Logic says, boss, first if you buy and first if you sell, the marketability will be there. Otherwise, you will always have an expired product in your entity if you never sell that. That is why in supermarkets and all, no, if you see, there will be a difference in batch numbers. The first batch which is there in the front row is the old batch. The last few row is a new batch because everyone follows FIFO. Right? Now in FIFO, I can segregate. For example, imagine this is a perfume bottle. I can segregate this bottle I bought first. Then I can say another bottle I bought second. So which one I should sell first? This one I should sell first. Correct? Now here, in case of selling perfumes, FIFO is acceptable. But on the other hand, I am selling petroleum products, petrol, diesel, oil, etc. Now in that case, FIFO, is it applicable? The petrol which I bought first, I should sell first. That is what FIFO says. Let's put it practically. In petrol pump, the tank is beneath the earth. Yes, it will be in the earth now. Now, can you tell which petrol you bought first, which is in the tank now? No, below a certain level, you will call the tanker guy. He will come and he will fill the tank. No. Now, in that case, your old petrol also will be there. With that, new petrol will be mixed. Now, segregate and sell. Possible? Let's take a simple example. Imagine this is the tank. This bottle is the tank. And this water, this particular water is a new batch. This is the old batch. Now, FIFO says what? This you have to sell first, then you have to sell this. But in the petrol tank, when the new batch mixes with the old batch, can you segregate which is old, which is new? No, it gets mixed, which is where weighted average makes a lot of sense. So in petroleum products, they use which makes more sense for us, right? So we can't use FIFO everywhere. LIFO is prohibited because marketability will be gone. Clear? Last in, first out means recently which I bought, I should sell first. That means first which I bought, I will never sell. No. Are you getting my point? Understood? This is where we have to understand. This is a system. This is an accounting system that they are following. Right? Second type of second example. This is example number 1. Understood? Understood? Pakka? Sure. Example number 2. Now in second example, accounting system means in some of the organizations, imagine now in my organization, let us say A Limited is my organization, and here there is one person who will come for sales. I will sell my product to this person. Now, when should I record the sales, sir? Should I record on the day it was sold, or should I record at the end of the day, or should I record at the end of the week? End of the week, end of the day, then and there only. We don't know. We don't know. Let's take one example, sir. Imagine you go to stationery shop. You buy one rubber, eraser you buy. When will he account? Then only little, sir, 5 minutes you wait. அப்படி போய் அக்கௌண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி வந்துடுறேன். He will sell it. He will sell the eraser to you. Then one invoice is created. Yes, that invoice they will keep as a file. That file will be given to an accountant. It could be once in a week. It could be once in a month. Some places everyday accounting they will do. There will be one person sitting in the organization only. This invoice will be given to him. He will account there. Now, we can't say that is wrong, this is right. We have to go to organization. Sir, unga veetla neenga enna rules pannirkeenga? In your organizations, what is the rules? Is it accounting on a daily basis, or accounting on a weekly basis, or accounting on a monthly basis? Yedume tappilla. Because it is their rules. Right? I'll ask one general question. In your house, do you have a habit of wearing chappal? No, I'm not saying both are right, both are wrong. I'm just asking a general question. In your house, do you wear chappal? No. No, why? This is where I told you, you will learn a lot. Why you will not have an answer? The only answer will tell is, we have never followed that, sir. Yes, but there are some people where they have a separate set of chappal inside the house. I have seen them wearing it. Yes, my parents wear it. Because doctor has advised, so now you have to wear. Are you not changing the system now? So I am not saying that is wrong, this is right. Every house has a system. Now if I have to go, I have to first understand what system you are following. Now, previously my teaching methodology was, my teaching schedule only was morning 8 to night 8. Can I execute that here? Can't, no. So I have to understand, sir, what is the system that has been followed in every organization. Avanga organization system, I am no one to change. Yana, I come once in a year. Imagine a guest comes to your house and he will tell, you demolish this room, construct the room there. Once in a year the guest comes, you'll change, huh? No. You have constructed the house for your purpose. Same thing. Imagine some problem with the tap. Plumber comes, he will tell, you demolish this, don't put only. Hey, you come repair and go. Don't tell me what system I have to follow. Are you getting my point? Understood? Clear? So in every organization, Tanitaniya accounting systems they would have put. Understand that. You should not go and tell idu tappu, adu tappu. You should understand how they are working. After understanding, then tell whether the transaction recorded is wrong or right. You can suggest. You can't change. You can suggest. See, this is not right. This could be right. They will change. So we are here just to what? Understand the system. See, that's why they're telling review of what? Systems. Which system? Accounting system. Review and tell whether it is right or wrong. If it is wrong, he will tell. Now, doctor, when you go, he will tell you are not supposed to eat these things. Can he control you? He can't control you. Right? He will tell, don't eat oily food, don't eat fried foods, don't drink Pepsi Cola and all. Now, can he control you? No. He reviews your body and gives a review of it. Clear? Now, this is called accounting system. IPO. What is this internal control system? Here is where I need a little more attention. Here, this internal control system means what? See, every organization, they have some objectives to achieve. Correct? Yes. We will pause this example here and we'll talk about you only. Do you have some objectives in life? Do you have? Or you don't have? You are just going like a cow grazing on an open field. You have some objectives in life. You have some goals in life. Yes. To achieve that goals, what are you doing? Do you have a plan? Do you have a system? Are they missing? That's why there is a gap between the achievement of goal and deciding of the goal. Yeah. Successful people will never say this is my dream. When I talk to management level people, no, directors, board of directors, CEO, founders, they never use the word dream. They never use the word dream. They tell, this is my goal. There's a huge difference between dreams and goals. Dream is what you can't achieve. Goal is where you're setting a target. Have you seen any football player? I have a dream that my kick, if I kick the ball should go there. They will never talk about dreams because for them it is a goal. They will achieve that. Once they achieve that, they'll tell my next goal is this. My next goal is. They never talk about dreams because they believe dreams means it is not achievable. And it gives a mind, it's my dream to have this house. If you have a dream, no, you'll never work towards the dream. If you have a goal, the way of thinking only is different. It's different from their perspective. So when I talk to these people, I understand there's a huge difference between dreams and goals. Many directors, when I speak, my goal is I have to become number one in the next 5 years. After that, next goal. I've never seen them consciously using the word called dream, whereas we use the word dream so many times. I have one dream, sir. Yeah, change that. That's how management level of thinking changes. Now, that is their goal. To reach that goal, objectives or goal, to reach that goal, they have to bridge this gap. This gap is what we call as system. Right? Now, you want to score X marks in CMA Inter. Let's say you're writing group 2. You're writing only group 2. In that, you have papers. Clear? Now, when you're writing that, honestly, you should tell, have you set a goal as to how many marks you want to score in these papers? Have you set a goal already? No. If you have not set a goal, what system you'll follow now? You don't know. You'll tell, it's okay, we'll come to class, we'll listen. Then we'll see how much we have to pass. Anna podu, sir. That's a basic criteria where you have to amend that. Now you have to have a goal. Now imagine, now I have a goal. I want to score, let's say 80. Now if I want to score 80 in this, can I sit quietly? No. I need to put processes in place now. I need to put systems in place. When you say, I don't have any objective, you will not be worried about process. Clear? Now, for this, my goal, my objective is to score 80. I will start studying with a proper timetable in my hand. I will start following the timetable very seriously. I will start cutting off the distractions because my goal I have to reach. Clear? I wanted to clear CA finals by 2019 only for one reason. My reason is very lame. and weird, strange, crazy. My reason was I want to watch World Cup without exam pressure. 2019 Cricket World Cup, I don't want to watch with exam on my head. That was my goal. Because 2016 when 2020 World Cup happened, I was in Bangalore and I was about to go to India Bangladesh. That one run, one match, one cup was there. No, one match they won with one run. I was about to go for that match. I couldn't go. I regretted that so much because I was studying for exams. I watched only on TVS. Everything was done, but because of exam schedule, we had to come back home and go through our preparations. So that time I decided next 50 over World Cup in 2019 that is happening. I don't want to watch with exam on my head. I had that goal very clear in my mind, and I decided that attempt is my last attempt. Adila mudilena CA I am quitting. Done. Now I have a goal. Now for that goal, I had prepared a 3-month timetable. And the way I prepared the timetable was once I prepared the timetable, I stuck it on my wardrobe, the door of the wardrobe. When I stuck it there, the rule is I should write in that time slot what I have finished, not before the session, after the session. So imagine my session is my first session was morning 6 to 9. So in these 3 hours, I will not write at 6 a.m. what I want to do. Because when you write what you want to do, you're telling your mind that, okay, this is I have done. Okay, no problem. Anyway, I have written it. So passively, I have done it. I used to write at 9 a.m. I used to go and write what I have done. That gives me guilt. If I have not done my target, it gives me a guilty feeling. That kept on improving on a daily basis. My goal was in that 4 paper, in one group 4 paper was there. I want to score exemption in 2 papers. And I chose these 2 papers as a theory paper. People will tell FM and accounts. I was on the other side saying audit and law. Idil I want to score exemption. They will tell you are crazy only until you finish it. Then they'll come and ask tips. Right? When I don't usually tell this to anyone, but one of my friend came home and that time, mad fellow, scoring exemption it seems. I said, Una ketana? No, everyone is mad. One or the other way, no problem. I got exemption in 2 papers. But fortunately or unfortunately, in audit, I was close to exemption. I did not get exemption. I got 56 because that paper was really difficult. That attempt, my wife also was writing CA in the same exam hall. She was sitting right in front of me. That time my girlfriend, now wife. She was sitting in front of me, I was sitting behind her. Many people in that exam hall, they came out and told, if I get 40 in audit, I'll clear CA. It was that type of paper. Rest all 3 papers, I will definitely get good marks. Audit, if I get 40, I'll clear. In that type of paper, I got 56, which means I have surpassed exemption, technically. But on the other 2 papers, in FM also, unexpectedly, I got an exemption. In law, pakka exemption. I told on exam day only, I'll get exemption. No, I don't even have to worry about it. Because it is not about the dream anymore. It was about the goal, and I put a process in that manner. If the process is right, the result will pakka be there. For sure. An organization knows about this technique. So to reach their goal, to reach their objective, they put something called as internal control system. Idu illena, people will work as per their rules. They will come on their time. They will go on their time. They will do work on their basis. There is no proper system only in place. You see, your father will always tell you, have discipline in life. Have discipline in life. Have planning in life. That planning in general word, in audit term, we call it as nothing but internal control system. In the organization, whatever we are doing, adukku oru system irukkanum. Example, when you come to ArivuPro, when you came to ArivuPro to take admission, did you talk to everyone in the beginning? No, you had one person to talk to. Yes. Did you make payment to them? Then online payment you did. No, it is an internal control system. எதுக்கு சார் நீங்க கொடுக்கிற காசு இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்டுக்கு போகணும். If you give cash to someone else, அது அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்குமா இல்லைனா one doubt will be there. Now let us say X amount you give it to me. I am a salesperson. Will it reach institute? No. It might, it may not. There is one gap, there is one vacuum where it might be lost also. So what if, that's why they said we will put a process now. யாரும் cash கொடுக்க வேணாம், online transfer பண்ணிடுங்க. It's a process. Now tomorrow when some other student comes and tells, sir, எங்க கிட்ட online account இல்ல, ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது, because there is no cash system only. You have to pay it online. It is a control system. Control system means what? Controlling from something bad happening. So tomorrow if you give cash, probably it can be stolen, it can be lost. Yes or no? It can be misplaced. Yes, someone else can take it. We never know. So to avoid that, we put something called as internal control system. Now the salesperson, our sales பார்த்தா போதும். He is not bothered about whether payment has been received or no. ஏன், அதுக்கு accounts department இருக்கு. In your college, best example for internal control system. College, when you go and take admission, you will go to an office, you will take admission form, adula you have to fill up. It's an internal control system. Why? They will not sit and ask what is your name, what is your address, what is your father's name and all. You fill up the application. எல்லாமே process. ஏன்னா ஒரு objective இருக்கு. அந்த objective achieve ஆகிறதுக்கு we need one internal control system in between. புரியுதா? Yes, basically entities objectives will be nothing but, here if I have to put it in simple words, their operations will be there. You know what is operations? Business operations. It should be run efficiently and effectively. Smoothly it should be run. There should be no big problems. Clear? Second, my assets is there, no, it should be safeguarded. No one should steal my assets. Information also is an asset. Right? Then, sir, fraud or errors should be reduced. Hospitals, best internal control system. Have you been to hospitals? No, either capacity, patient or visitor. You've been to hospitals? No. In hospitals, if you have seen, medicines purchase, the doctor will give prescription. From where do you purchase a medicine? அங்கதான் ஒரு pharmacy இருக்கும். You will go and give that prescription to the pharmacy. If you have observed, pharmacy guy will not take money at that point of time. He will give a bill. That bill he will keep it with the file. அங்க ஒரு patient file இருக்கும். And the file he will attach and keep. He will not take the payment right away. Yeah, after everything at the end, discharge day, all the settlements will happen. Yeah, that's one internal control system. Process smoothly it should run. Imagine a patient is serious. You're taking medicine and you're standing on the payment queue. Which is more important? I'll give you two hospitals. Hospital A, hospital B. In hospital A, if the patient is serious, you have to go get the medicines and stand in the queue, make the payment, then give medicine. Hospital B, take the medicine, give payment later on, we'll see. Which hospital you will choose? Yes, sir. Understood. Because both are process. Both are process. But which is an effective process? Second one. Because in the first one, sir, emergency, what will I do with medicine for dead body now? If he expires by that time, your hospital's queue will be lengthy. Token system and all will be there. Right? Now that is why they say, sir, we need to run our business efficiently. For that, we need to put some process. We'll put this process now. That's why if you see, discharge day, morning you'll be discharged, but you leave the hospital in the evening. Yeah. Process is there. You have to go there, get the patient file from every department, the X-ray department, pharmacy department, insurance department, then stand in the queue, finish off everything. That's called internal control system. You can't breach that. Yeah. Airport. Have you been to airports? In airports, again there is control system. Bus stop, control system. Everywhere control system is there. Airports, just because your flight is getting delayed or you are getting late, can you directly go? Like Coimbatore bus stop, can you directly go? No, there is a process. You have to first check in your bag. Yeah. Then security checking will happen. Yes. Then another checking will happen. Then you have to go. It's a process. No one can breach it because efficient business should be there. Fraud and error should be reduced. So that's why any public, if you see olden days, whatever riots, public bombings and all, you will never see an airport being bombed so easily compared to bus stop and railway stations. Why? ICS is very strong. In airports, ICS is very strong. Nothing. You just leave one bag for 5 minutes and go away. Come after 10 minutes. Just to leave your bag somewhere in the middle of the airport or near your seat, leave your bag, go for 10 minutes and come after 10-15 minutes. See, by the time you return, no, there will be 3-4 police people with the dogs and guns surrounding the bag. This is how the internal control system works in the airport. ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு பேக் இருந்தா they will ask first everyone, is it yours? If it is not, they'll tell everyone to evacuate. Then 2 dogs will come and start sniffing the bag. Then one scanning machine will come. He will scan everything. Yeah, my friend, he has a very good memory, so he forgot his bag only. He forgot his bag and he went. After going, he got to know that he has left his bag. When he came back, no, full one crowd only was there. He's also standing in the crowd and watching. Because there, if you go, he knows that they will shout at you properly. So they got to know nothing was there in the bag. They took it to the cabin. Okay, the officer's cabin. He went to officer's cabin and then claimed, saying, "This is my bag." They'll shout at you properly. They don't care who you are. In fact, they are so strict that even when you're entering the airport, you have to show your Aadhaar card. Do you do this in railway stations and bus stops? Showing your Aadhaar card and entering. Anyone can enter, anyone can exit. Try doing that in airport. You can't. You can't enter only. Right? So you have to show your Aadhaar card. If you're wearing a mask, glass or cap, you have to remove that and you have to show your face properly. Chennai airport, I have a very bad experience every time I leave Chennai. That fellow will tell, you have long hair, Aadhaar card long hair. Now I have to prove him I am Karthik. So I tell him, boss, this I had taken when, sir? Update. Sorry, sir. I'll update. I said, okay, and I went. Next time also, I met that fellow only in that gate. He's like, last time I told him, my father is not telling me so much, this fellow will tell me. You can't smile and talk to them. Very less officers will entertain you. In one of the airports, I was standing in the queue. There was one person who was standing behind me. He was getting late. He was traveling. It's not the first time for him. He just breached the line. The security guard, first of all, he has like that Singham Mise. Okay, 6 feet tall. He's like, where are you going? He's like airport. Why are they standing? Is it your? Then he's like, okay, he'll go and stand there. He came. He has a gun and all. That means he's a ranked officer. He came and asked, is this your first time? He's like, no. Arrivilla in public. He's like, this is not your first time and you still want to breach. Don't you have sense? And he's telling the other officer, check all his documents. The person was standing in front of me. He's having a talk with that security guy. Then how are you? How's life going? He's like, did I ask you? What is your name? That's it. They'll not even entertain you because அந்த மாதிரி control system இருக்காங்க. In Chennai airport or even in bigger airports, if you see Bangalore airport and all, outside the airport, there will be one place where only these security people with the loaded gun, they will sit. You are not supposed to go for enquiry there. Clear? There will be dogs roaming around, trained dogs. Idella internal control system. Railway station, you will not see this. There is internal control system. I am not saying it is not there, but it is weaker in these stations, but it is stronger in airports. In railway station also, there will be a beeper, no? When you enter that, it will beep. In malls and all, you will be seeing that machine. Waste. Why it is there, I don't even know. Especially in malls, zero relevance of that. It will keep on beeping. Even one person is not entering also, it will beep. If it is entering also, it will beep. more useless things in mall is next to that beeper is the security guards. Feels like they need security. I sometimes I feel whether uniform is wearing them or they are wearing the uniform, I don't know. There is a very weak policy there. Technically they are appointed to check the bag, what is the content in the bag. They are so lazy that you open whichever zip of the bag and you show nothing is there, okay, go. You want to wear and you have to see another zip also, no. And ultimate waste fellow is the one who scans after you enter. Now my question, why do you have beeper? Number one. Second, after beeper you have a person to check the bag. Third comes that person where you have to stand like this and he will scan you. That fellow, the way he scans, he lacks motivation in life. Imagine, no, if this is the scanner, no, one person is standing there. None of the now boat, yeah. In airport, the scanning only will take around 2 to 3 minutes. If you stand like this, right from here, you will scan like this. After scanning, he'll ask you to turn around. When I wear this hairband also, I've stopped wearing hairband in airports, will remove that. I was like, once I told sir, hairstyle, remove. Okay, I have to remove, go and put in the scanning tray, then come. Watch, charger, leather shoe, leather belt, everything. Leather items, electronic items, you have to put in the scanner. Then he will check. After checking, no, he will do all these things. Whether you have any implants. Then he will check the pockets. He'll take 2 to 3 minutes. In the DMart, go. If you stand from this end, go. And best part is someone will be talking to him, he'll be like, nonsense. Where's the system? PVR levels, the internal control systems are weak in some of the centers. See, the way to enter PVR in some of the centers, QR scanning will be there. In some places, QR scanning is not there. Manual people will be standing there who will allow you to go inside the theater. Clear? If I'm asking you, imagine I booked a ticket for, let's say, Goat movie. Okay, 4 people are there. I booked a ticket, physical printout you give. I watched that movie. Next show, I want to watch some other movie without ticket. I can watch in these areas. Simple, boss. If your person is not vigilant enough, alert enough, I can just tell him, 4 people we have come for a movie. He'll remember me. He'll not remember me. He'll tell, okay, go. Why? He's not even checking what is the movie name, what is the show time, how many people. He's not checking that. Internal control system is weak. Restaurant, many everywhere if you see you have systems. System illana adu engaloda life la da. Restaurant also there is a system. Many restaurants if you see first you have to take a token. Then you have to go and give it. Why? Sir, people will come, people will eat, abdiye poiduvanga. My revenue will be lost. Adnal da enga restaurant like point system vekkirena, you have to take token first. Only if you give the token to that food counter, he will give you food. Internal control system. Ellame system. Everywhere there is system. You put attendance and come, no system. Are you getting my point? You get access to your email, no system. Why are they not giving it to all the emails? Why only one email? System. Yeah. Why can't you play in 2 devices simultaneously? So that to avoid frauds, to avoid error, to ensure that our business is running smoothly, our objectives are achieved. What is our objective? Every student should get the recording backup of the classes. Now, if you misuse it, correct, sir. My recording, let my friend use. I will go to class, but my recording, let my friend use. Are you not misusing the facility then? Yeah. Now, because of this, they'll change the system. If you do it on a multiple basis, they'll tell fine. Because of you, now upcoming students will not get recordings only. Pay and buy. Now it will be a problem for everyone. So internal control system should not be breached. If it breaches, it will be a problem for everyone. Purira? Understood what is ICS? Yes, ICS is there to achieve what? Objectives or goal. Whose objective, whose goal? Organizations. Clear? Every organization, they have their own objectives, their own goals. To achieve that, they put internal control system, which is absolutely true. Understood? Clear? Yes. Pakka. Now, last example, general example. In your house, finance related decision who takes? Huh? Finance related decision. Mom, dad. Usually it is dad, because who will take up the multiple responsibilities of finance. But with the going trend now, when both are working, it's usually shared. Clear? Or if mom is working, sometimes mom will take the decision, right? Kitchen related things. Why not dad? Huh? Majorly decision is taken by, because dad should understand the difference, no? What is the difference between corn flour and rice flour? Mom will understand. What is the difference between biryani rice and bullet rice? Mom will understand it better. So she is the expert to take the decision. Correct? Huh? Now, similarly, in every organization, everyone can't take decision in every area. Finance related finance department will be there. Accounts related accounts department will be there. Adukkan everyone is not bad. When you go to ortho expert, he's expert in what aspect? Bone. Ortho means bone. You can't go and tell, I have a problem in my tooth. Now, if you say, I can't treat you, என்ன டாக்டர் சார் நீங்க, நீ எல்லாம் ஒரு டாக்டர். Is it that is how you should treat them? No, sir. They are an expert in their area, right? Entire society considers CA means you should know everything. CMA means you should know everything that is happening in the world. வேக்சின்ல என்ன காம்பினேஷன் போட்டிருக்காங்க சொல்லு, தெரியல, நீ எல்லாம் ஒரு CA. எனக்கும் அதுக்கும் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. That's the expectation they have. They forget that, in fact, in CA there is expertise. There will be only people who will be specialized in direct taxation, income tax only, GST only, accounts only, audit only. அதுவும் மறந்துவாங்க. They'll tell whatever CA you don't know other aspects. It's like telling Sachin Tendulkar, என்ன கிரிக்கெட்டர்டா நீ, 140 ஒரு ball போட முடியாது உன்னால, you are a cricketer it seems. And you're telling Ishan Sharma, 1 century you can't, you are all cricketer. Everybody has their role in organization. So whoever is expert in that, they will be put under that system. Yeah, because they are good in handling that part of the organization. Because of my goal, I feel that these people are fit in this particular aspect. These people will do a great job for me. Clear? Mall parking, you don't know. Have you seen internal control system there? Worst internal control system you'll see there. Where a car will be there, one person will come, or a mirror இருக்கும், and the car he'll keep like this one stand and he'll check whether bomb is there or no. Then in the trunk he will open the dicky and check. I'm asking one simple question. If I ask now, they will arrest me there. So I'm asking you guys. Now, one person will check your car trunk or dicky, boot space, whether have you kept any bomb or no. If I have to bomb, do you think I really keep there? Or do you think I really keep under the car? Can't I keep it next to my seat? Can't I wear? Can't I get down and hug you and together we can go? Yes or no? Yeah. So you have to first understand our objective and then put system. Yeah. You ask any of them, why are you doing this? You see what answers they'll give. They'll tell, I don't know. That a scanning machine is there. Waste. DMart. Some system, I know the objective, but the people don't know the objective. You know, when you take your handbag, they'll actually put some that ziplock. Yeah. My question to you, in one of the store, I ended up laughing on the face. I have a very bad problem. In serious situation, I can't control my laugh. My wife is carrying one handbag, and the handbag, even if you close the zip, from one end there will be one gap, so you can actually access the items which is inside the bag. And DMart staff closed the ziplock pota. I asked him, sir, நீங்க பேக்குக்கு எதுக்கு ziplock போடுவீங்க? No, people will access things from the bag or from the shop they can put. I ended up laughing. It's an embarrassing feeling for people who are with me. My wife is like, "Yenada aachu? Why are you laughing like this?" I was like, nothing, nothing. I just analyzed what I can do. He's like, what? I'll show you. Practical demo, I'll show. He's like, okay, and we entered DMart. I took one biscuit packet. Oh, I said, give your handbag. I just took that handbag, put the packet inside that. He's like, it is not built. Exactly. Now, how will they know it is not built? Because as far as your process is concerned, the moment Ziploc is there, no one can steal, no. Are you getting my point? இன்னொரு இருக்கு மரமண்டை. They don't even know what they are doing. Plastic bag I was carrying, they twisted it and put the Ziploc. Boss, I can twist more and take that Ziploc up there. I can take. I can open the plastic bag easily. Little small things they don't understand. That's why if you don't know the objective, no, the system is waste. ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு எதுக்கு பண்றேன்னு தெரியாது. You will simply keep on doing it without knowing why you are doing it. What is the point? Just for getting salary they do it. Ultimately, whose objective is compromised? Organizations. அதனால தான் they fire them. You feel bad for employees. பாவண்டா. Hey, if I don't fire you, people will fire me. I'm just passing on that fire to you. If you do my work properly, why will I remove you from the organization? Da? You're not doing it properly, no. That's the reason I am. It's your theaters. You're not supposed to carry outside food, no. I carried once. As an auditor, I wanted to see how strong ICS is. Chewing gum I carried. I just wanted to see whether they will detect it or not. They didn't detect it. I wore a hoodie, took this chewing gum, kept it in the hand here, okay, and I kept my hand inside the hoodie. They have to scan, no? They scanned. Yeah, they checked my pant pocket. They said go. This separately will walk. This separately will walk. Huh? They should tell me, no, sir. Stand like this. I will check. They didn't check. Nice guy was eating chewing gum in the theater. How will they detect it? They'll not. Yeah. Whereas in some of the theaters, they are very strict. They'll check. We tried with one more faculty here, ArivuPro. In his bag, he had Kit Kat. So he said, we'll go for a movie. Okay, he had this 3-4 packets of Kit Kat. So I'm checking, like, sir, chocolates are not allowed. So he told them, it's his birthday, ma'am. What you're telling, it is not allowed, it's his birthday. They all wished him happy birthday. The best part was the faculty is asking, my birthday? When? Simply tell it is your birthday. And we told, sir, you bought this chocolate to distribute to these people, and distribute it. So he literally distributed to everyone. To us also. Now, we are already scanned people now. If you're distributing chocolate to us, you are indirectly giving me permission to eat outside food in the premise only. What strong your ICS is now, how strong it is. That's why always it's very important to keep your goal in the mind when you're doing something. If you don't know, then organization's goal will never be achieved. There will be some or the other external force which will come and breach. Understood? Which is why whenever if you even see movies, so in airports you will never see bombing, you will never see all these type of things. All this terrorist activity will happen only in public places, which is not airport. Yeah, they know that it is very strict ICS there. Nowadays it has been little more stricter compared to previous. It is stricter in railway stations now. Compared to previous, not compared to airport. Compared to previous railway station, in one of the railway stations, 2 beepers are there. Satyama solra, if you ever feel useless in life, no, go and see the beeper. You will be more useful in life. Anga rendu beeper irukku. One beeper is for the people to enter the station. One beeper is for people to exit the station. Nobody walks into that beeper. Beeper inge irukona ipdi povanga with the luggage. Waste of beeper. I am literally standing there. I am saying, how simply you will put budget to government saying we want these things. Government will allot budget also. Another nikranga. And it is beeping. For what reason I don't know. The only living being which is entering and exiting from that is dog. And one dog is sitting in between only. Because nobody goes anyway, no. Waste. ICS is waste. Compared to that, if you see in your railway station, Chennai Central Railway Station, ICS is little better. Because you have to put your luggage into that scanner. Now there also ICS can be weak. There should be one person sitting and seeing what is there. This fellow will go for a tea break. And scan it. If I keep a bomb in that and if it is there and if it goes also, no, who will bother about it? You are going and drinking tea there. Airport, in front of that monitor, 3 people will be sitting there. Thailand airport is even more stricter. So ICS with their objectives and goals, it should be in line. Otherwise, it's a waste of ICS. You are wasting money, you're wasting time, you're wasting resource. Clear? So why do we have ICS? ICS is nothing but a process. Why do we have it? In order to achieve objectives of organization. Going forward, you will have the exact text of ICS, but concept in detail we have explained it in this class itself. Understood what is ICS? Yes, right. So that's my second feature here, where I am reviewing systems. This is the keyword. Reviewing systems. Here, third, the information may be financial or non-financial, maybe, not will be. Because, see here, financial information and non-financial information, there is a difference. Let's take one simple example. Number of employees is a financial information or non-financial information? Non-financial information. Salary paid. But to calculate salary paid, I need number of employees. Because salary per employee into number of employees is total salary. Yeah. So when I audit, I need salary per employee also. And I need total number of employees. Second example. Salary per day, financial or non-financial? Salary per day, financial, money paid. Attendance, non-financial. But to calculate salary paid per month, I need attendance. So audit can be for financial information as well as non-financial information. Sir, your trust society where money is not the case, behavior is the case, there it is a non-financial audit. We are not going and auditing money here, we are going and auditing whether policy has been followed properly or no. So there we say it is a non-financial audit. So audit may be financial or non-financial. Information which was given may be financial or non-financial. Here example, number of employees and amount paid. Number of employees and amount paid. Next, there should be standards or criteria for evaluation of the information in a systematic and scientific manner. Meaning, if I just highlight what is key here, there should be standards or criteria. Meaning what, sir? Meaning what? See, in your school college, if you score 60, what is it called as? Average. If you score 80, above average. If you score 90 or 90 plus, extraordinary student. Correct, no? Yes, you are like that, you are in the toppers list. Yes. Now, because of these, only you are able to evaluate the criteria. One standard is set. In my bench, there was one character called Mr. Sudeep. This fellow never bothered to check answer sheets because He used to get out of 625, this fellow used to get 623. Every exam. Consistently. 100 in all 4 subjects, maths, social science and other things. Your language used to get 99 and 99. Because they'll not give 100. I don't know for what reason. We never speak half language now. We talk full language only, but logic I didn't understand till now. Why they're giving only 99. So he used to score 623. He is sitting right next to me. Okay. Left and right side of the Sudeep, we and our friends are sitting. If we have to score 623, we have to write exams multiple times, not once. Yeah, that type of benchmates we are. From nowhere, this lotus is there. Worst part is, his mother is working in a bank where my parents have a regular visit. Whenever my mother or my father goes to have some transaction in the bank, Sudeep's mom will tell, today Sudeep score 100 in maths. How much did Karthik score? I don't tell only at home that marks card has been distributed. Okay? Because that much score and all is not there. Solra alavukku onnume marks illa. 40, 30 and all, if I get what I'll tell. As if Abdul Kalam's mark it is. So my father will come and tell, Sudeep got 100 it seems. You didn't tell only. Why will I tell Sudeep's mark? No, you didn't tell. Marks was given. That is there. Then I get the marks card. I give the marks card. In every exam, red adds color to life. And I love red. Yeah, red is more bold. They think red is because I failed. No, red is bold color. I'm telling them that I am a bold person. They don't believe it. I used to get more of red lines. Okay. So they're like, what is it? Look at Sudeep. Now you can't, our generation, you can't back answer your parents. Yeah. Nowadays, at least little liberal they are. At least they will listen to your little bit of sarcasm and meme language. Appala, you just look at this. Two more slaps. Even if you look, right? Problem, boss. We have gone through the transformation phase. If we look, problem. If we don't look, ignore. Here, if we talk like this, oh, you're showing finger to me. If you don't, so don't, no response. So, in fact, we will get massage for everything. Now, for that matter, now my mom is like, sweep apart. Every time, science 100, social 100. Now, I got so pissed off and I told my tuition is not proper, so my parents changed the tuition. I never expected that. Surprise. They changed the tuition. Pata, in that new tuition, no, the tuition teacher is extraordinarily good. Okay? No, really, that fellow takes only failures. He will never take rank holders or he will never take anyone above 80. He will take only 30, 40 type of people. Na pata, enna madriye, my classmates, my seniors, my juniors, everyone is there. Like, hey, the tuition was never a new tuition for us. But everyone scored 90 plus. That's shocking. My paper, I am only seeing, 90 vandichu. More than me, my class teacher. In that Three Idiots, one dialogue is there. We were not sad that we failed. Our friend cleared. Anna madrida, my teacher called class leaders, check these fellows. I am like, please check. Please check panni edavachum magic aacha sollu. And somehow got 90, 95, started getting that mark. So my mother is like, oh, now you are reaching Sudeep's level. ஒரு தடவையாச்சு கார்த்திக் லெவல்னு சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். இல்ல, சுதீப் லெவல். ஆனாலும் சுதீப் got 100. நான் பார்த்தேன். I kept on scoring consistently 90, 95. Next exam I came down to 35, 40. My mom is like, now tell Sudeep to score this much. Proportionate calculation you have to do. When I can score almost Sudeep level mark, Sudeep should score at least my level mark. No. One slap I got that day. How dare you tell me this? Oh, நான் சொன்னா இந்த மாதிரி. என்ன மைண்ட்ல ஏன் மைண்ட் வாய்ஸ் என்ன ஓடுதுன்னா, சுதீப்போட பேரண்ட்ஸ் வேற, என்னோட பேரண்ட்ஸ் வேற. அவங்களோட கேப்பபிலிட்டி வேற, என்னோட கேப்பபிலிட்டி வேற. Sudeep's capability is different, my capability is different. Can he play cricket like me? Can he play goalie like me? Can he play lagori like me? No, you don't compare there. You compare in this. ஏன்னா every person has their own criteria. to evaluate. Yeah. Now in CA, somebody has passed CA finals. Imagine CA final has, let's say, group 1 3 paper you have, group 2 3 paper you have. Let's say out of 600, one person has scored 301. Nalla marks. He has cleared CA finals. Achievement unlocked? Yes or no? Imagine you have cleared CMA, CA, just 50% to pass, you got 50% and 1 mark extra. Are you happy about it? That you have cleared CMA? Happy or no? You're not talking only. Happy? Your family will be happy. Imagine you come to me and 50% mark is the lower mark. If I tell this, won't you get angry? Yes, sir. Hey, you are the one who scored distinction. No, then why are you scoring 50 plus? Why, sir? Sir, in the criteria, sir. 50% mark, leave 50, 40% over that you are coming and telling me, imagine someone says, what? My neighbor had given me advice I can never forget in my life. Neighbor auntie's daughter told, one who is doing MCOM, okay, is telling me I should write one group in CA final and not two groups. The one who has zero idea about how professional exam works will give an advice. When you tell your friend that you're not feeling well and your friend tells, drink hot water, everything will be fine. The one who has failed 10th is telling you to take medicine. Now what will doctors think? Lakhs of rupees fees we have given, crores of rupees donation we have given, written the exam and we have passed. Salta, you will tell hot water you drink, everything will be fine. What are we, jokers there? Yes or no? So when I am not there, she told her mom that Karthik does not have sense. Why should he write two groups? Why can't he write one group? That auntie, you should have kept quiet. She came and told my mom. My daughter, what she told us, why should Karthik write both groups? Mothers are sodium. Before she finished her sentence, my mom started reacting. I was doing my articleship that time. I came home for lunch. My father is watching TV. My mom is shouting. I asked my father, see. No, I was like, what happened? No. Some neighbor auntie fight. So I went to my mom. Now in that house, how it was, our one of the passage window and their bedroom window is same. That type of house. They are communicating like that. Auntie is talking from there, my mother is talking from the kitchen. Kitchen window is their bedroom window. They both are communicating that way. And I am telling my mom, why are you even shouting? How can she tell you should not pay both groups? We only are not telling. Like, it's okay. She does not even know. She should know. It's not your responsibility. No, I will tell her. Amma, you cook food. One day what happened, neighbor auntie came and told, Karthik, you are doing CA, my daughter also wants to do CA. I was like, now you are talking. Then I told, in my office only I will talk to my boss, articleship, everything I will settle. I spoke. 2 months she joined. After 2 months she quit. By looking at the syllabus, not even writing. Looking at the syllabus, looking at the way of training, not possible. Then that time I told auntie directly, correct auntie, I understand it is not, she's not capable of doing it. No, not possible. When it is not possible, no, people should not talk about how many groups to write, when to write, who should write. She's like, oh, podipo. When somebody has no authority to come, does not have the daring to do it, we should not talk about. It's like, how boys will sit in front of TV. Virat Kohli, cover drive adra. You've never faced one cricket leather ball only in your life, but you're telling how Tendulkar should play. Now these Instagram comments and all, if you read, no, ellathalayum expert. What Narendra Modi should do, we will tell. What Abdul Kalam should have done, we will tell. You are not even born during independence era, but you will tell how independence war should have been fought. Very nice to read those comments though. Yeah, that eligibility only is not there to advise, but we still advise. India is opinion. That's why I'm telling you. This is one of the profession where they pay. Everywhere opinions are for free. Yeah, I don't even know why I took science in the first place. Somebody told computer science, I ended up in computer science. I don't even know what is science. Yeah, you know my Sudeep's marks. To get to Sudeep mark only, I have to write 3 exams. அவனோட 100 mark match ஆகுறதுக்கு I have to write 3 exams. I ended up in science where it requires 24 hour studies to breach that CET, whatever is their entrance exam. Yeah, then I became a history student. Because science didn't work out for me. Then I became a history student. After history, I took up CA. And when I took up CA, I did not even know full form of CA. That's the best part. People ask me what is CA. I said CA. What is CA? Accountant. I used to call it as chartered accountant, not even chartered. And initially, the first exam that I have tried for you, its foundation and all now, was CPT, Common Proficiency Test. I don't even know what is that, but I've registered for the exam. Yaro sonna CPT I have tried, I registered also. Beat this. First 2 attempts, I don't even know what is negative marking. Third attempt, I got to know there is something called as negative marking. Why I was shocked is, first attempt and second attempt, no. Everyone outside the exam hall, they're discussing. Now 170 தான் attempt பண்ணேன், now 160 தான் attempt பண்ணேன். I am telling my friend, fools. I have attempted 200. And my friends are also like that only. விடுறா, அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம மாதிரி கேப்பபிலிட்டி இல்லடா, நான் வேற மாதிரி. First attempt I got 65. My calculation was, if I attempt for 200, 50% also, if the answer goes wrong, I will get 100. இது அதுக்கும் worst இருக்கு. Then I thought, okay, maybe more of the questions are wrong. Next attempt I got 71. I was like, ஏதோ தப்பு இருக்குங்க, என்னன்னு புரியல. ஆனா arithmetic progression இருக்கு. 65 and 71, there is upward trend. Then I got to know what is negative marking. I asked my friend when he's like, அது ஒண்ணு இல்லடா, I think when you're writing wrong, you have written more wrong answers. So more wrong answers means less marks. எப்படி negative mark அப்படின்னா, like, oh, you don't know negative marking only, நீ எல்லாம் CA. That is when they told negative marking, when you answer one wrong answer, minus 0.25 will be deducted. Now I am doing more calculation on that. Minus 0.2, and these people have a various level of talking. 1/4 of the marks directly can't tell 0.25. 1/4 of the marks should be deducted. Now I don't know what is 1/4 of the mark. Now I'm calculating 1/4 of the mark. Imagine my situation. No, third attempt I got somewhere around 80, 82. Then I thought, if DA pona, fifth attempt I'll clear pakka. 65, 71, 82. Next attempt probably 90. Adukapra 100 I'll reach pakka. I am in my own Delulu world. My parents have zero botheration about, because they don't know what is CA. I'm telling you, exam ரொம்ப difficult. CA we are doing. கொஞ்சம் patience, பொறுமை. My dad is like, after 4th attempt, போதும்டா பொறுமை, you do become. So luckily 4th attempt I got 101. I always tell people, it is we who give kanike to God. In my attempt, no, God only told, I will give you 101, get lost. In the popa, I can't take it. After that, when I saw CA Inter syllabus, that day I called my parents. I was out of town. They put me in Bangalore to learn. First day I called and told, Amma, I'll do BCom. She's like, why? CA இல்லம்மா, நான் கால்குலேட் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன், சிபிடி 4 அட்டெம்ப்ட், 4 பேப்பர் எழுதுறதுக்கு, இன்டர்ல 7 பேப்பர் இருக்கு, 2 குரூப், அதுல இன்கம் டேக்ஸ் பார்த்தா, ஐயோ இது ஏதோ ஒரு அசுர மாதிரி தெரியுது. 4 பேப்பர் எழுதுறதுக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு அட்லீஸ்ட் 1 year ஐ நீட். இந்த போக போக ஐ திங்க் ஐ டூ மை CA with my kid only. Probably when he qualifies, together we'll qualify. Okay, new trend we will set. I told my parents I'm coming back. My parents like, I don't know, you talk to your mentor, because they had no idea about CA. I told my mentor, I am becoming mental here. I am coming back. He's like, 1 week you'll stay there. He's like, 1 week, in one day, if I stay here, you will see me in mental hospital. I can't, I am ranting out. With that frustration, I'm ranting out. Like, syllabus. In the mother, yaar syllabus. What is this accounting? Some higher purchase, it seems, NPO, it seems, single. Now, till now, we are learning double entry system. In Inter, they're telling single entry system. My mentor is like, see, calm down. It's like, no, not possible, boss. I can't do it. I'll leave it. Please don't force me. He's like, if you're coming back, don't talk to me. In the madri sonna na enna pesறது. I said, fine, 1 week I'll try. I tried 1 week, couldn't. I called. I said, I tried 1 week, I'm coming back. I literally had packed my suitcase and all. I said, I'm going back. Fees is paid. Then my mentor told, at least for paying the fees, stay no. Okay. Then I stayed slowly picked up the speed. அங்க பார்த்தா சுதீப் ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை. Sudeep's father are there. First day of accounts. Some CA came and told bridge course. Day CA CPT pass another 4th attempt. Now bridge course it seems. Meaning what I learnt in CPT, he will test me now. Adana CPT, adana test dana. He again asked the same question. I am 3-line question it was. I am reading the question. ஒருத்த பக்கத்துல உட்கார்ந்துருந்தான். 11th secondல ஆன்சர் கொடுத்தான். I'm looking at his face and he's just looking at me. He's like, what? No. And I acted as if I am also, oh, this is full acting. எதுவுமே மண்டல ஏறல. Okay, then I asked him, how did you solve it? I'm just, I'm missing something. Full acting and I'm doing Peter Utukanga. And this will is like, see, this if you take this side, then you have to divide by this, and then if you put percentage, you'll get, oh, right, that I missed. Correct, I got it. I didn't understand anything. The class was from 3 o'clock to 8:30. 5:30 to 6 is the break. 5:30, I was waiting for the break. Break கொடுத்தாங்களா எல்லா புக்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு பேக் பேக் பண்ண. I shifted my place. So I kept my bag in some other place. Breakல வந்தேன். No, I don't know anyone. But I just simply asked, who's that fellow? Looks very smart. He's like, obviously, all India 10th rank. And in my head, உனக்கு தகுதி இருக்கா? அவங்ககிட்ட உட்கார்றதுக்கு உனக்கு தகுதி இருக்கா? I am sitting near to someone who scored 10th rank in the entire India versus 101. I changed my place. In the break, I changed my place. Next person I said, that fellow is all India rank 40 or something. எங்க பார்த்தாலும் rank holders தான். Then I decided, இப்படியே போனா I can't do it. I shifted to morning batch. Batch change பண்ணிட்டேன். அங்கேயும் rank holders. It was like rank holders, they were filled. And these people are answering like anything. I was like, I would have been better if I compared with Sudeep only. At least school syllabus. What and all that. He didn't even write the answer. Calculator அப்படி எடுத்து ஏதோ சால்வ் பண்ண ஏதோ ஆன்சர் கொடுத்தான். I still didn't solve that question even after 2-3 days. அவன் ஏதோ சொன்னான்ல, இந்த மாதிரி இங்கே எடுத்துட்டு போ, பர்சன்டேஜ் போடு, ஒண்ணுமே போட முடியல. That's when I decided, CA is not my cup of tea, not my cup of coffee. என்கிட்ட கப்பே இல்லை. டீ காஃபி கூட கப்பே இல்லை என்கிட்ட. எனக்கு ஆகாது இதெல்லாம். I decided where I come one day I cried also. என்னடா இது, எங்க பார்த்தாலும் ரேங்க் ஹோல்டர்ஸ், யாருக்கிட்ட பேசவும் முடியல. பேசினா இதுக்கும் ஆன்சர் டக்குன்னு ஆன்சர் கொடுப்பான். புக் பார்த்தா வேற மாதிரி, சிலபஸ் பார்த்தா அதுக்கும் மேல. I thought of saying, just staying in PG, not going to tuition, get up, take bath, stay in PG, sleep. Again get up, take bath, stay in PG, sleep. Laptop illa, phone illa, no TV, nothing. What to do? Just take walk. But didn't bunk the class. That is one good thing. You will not believe, I made a friendship with one chat shop guy. Class kulla friendship panna mudiyala. I made friendship with one outside, one chat shop with him. In his place, I go and sit early in the morning. I tell him, ஏதாவது சேல் பேருந்தா சொல்லுங்கண்ணா, I'll cut the vegetables and you. He's like, sir, you have class, no? அதை விடுங்கண்ணா, அதை பற்றி பேசி பிரச்சனை இல்லை. எதுக்குடா இல்ல சார் புரியாது. Then go home. அதுவும் புரியாது உங்களுக்கு. We became friends. We started sharing morning tea together, breakfast together. அந்த மாதிரி friends ஆனோம். And then I decided that it is not going to happen. But ultimately I had to shift. ஏன்னா for every level, no criteria is different. Now you might be scoring 80 at school level. But when you come to professional level, that 80 doesn't matter. You score 40 or no. 40 is more important here than your 80. Right? Here 40 only looks like 400. Right? Criteria is different. So if you have to evaluate, when you have to compare, some standard should be there. Only then you can compare. And in audit, if you have to give opinion, whether it is a good or bad, you have to compare it with some standard, no? That criteria is what we are talking about. Yeah. Now in blood report also there is some standard, normal range and what is your range. ஒரு criteria இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி தான் when we are testing something, we should have some criteria. Whether it is matching with the criteria or no. Who gives us that criteria? Standards. Now you said, in case of inventory, you said cost or market value, whichever is lower is the principal. In valuation of inventory, that is the principal. Now, in the principal, yaar kodutha? Accounting standards kodutha. AS will tell what is the standard, what is the principle, what is the criteria. So we have to apply that criteria and tell whether it is good or bad. Yeah. Now institute has told you, if you get 40 you pass, if you get 50 aggregate you pass the group. Now this is who sets the criteria? Institute. So tomorrow if I have to tell whether you are passed or no, I should compare your marks with what? Institute's criteria, eligibility criteria. புரியுதா? ஸோ எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு எலிஜிபிலிட்டி கிரைட்டீரியா இருக்கும். அந்த கிரைட்டீரியா பார்த்துட்டு we have to go forward. Understood? Clear? Right. Next feature. The auditor should be competent and independent. What do you mean by competent? Capability இருக்கணும். He should be capable enough of doing that work. Independent means what? Should not get influenced. Should not get influenced. Qualified meaning what? Degree. He should have a proper qualification. Could be CA, could be CMA, cost auditor CMA, secretarial audit CS, financial audit CA. So specific qualifications. Now I can't do cost audit. Why? Because you are an expert in that. CMA is an expert in that. You will study extensively about costing rather than a CA. So you will be the eligible person. Clear? And possessing prescribed qualification and certificate of practice. Not every CMA can audit. Very, very important. Not every CA can audit. You should have something called a COP. What is COP? Certificate of practice. Example, when you go to your family doctor, outside the clinic, you will see one certificate. That's certificate of practice. Yeah? You should display it to the public that you have a COP. Usually when you get membership, no, you get two certificates, COM and COP. COM is certificate of membership, COP is certificate of practice. This only if you want to practice, you have to get it. Yeah, if not, this is good enough. Yeah, some people who have cleared the exam, they don't want membership also, it is absolutely okay. Because for them it is just a degree. They don't want to use it in anywhere, in another manner. Yeah. I have many of the friends who have cleared CA, but they don't want membership number. Yeah. Now there are some people who want to practice CA, so they have COM as well as COP. Both certificates should be displayed in their office. Yeah. Next, fourth one. It ensures reliability of information and authenticity of assertion. What do you mean by authenticity? You know this, but you don't know what to say. You say no, authentic Tamil Nadu dishes are. What does this authentic mean? What is authenticity? Originality. Yeah. Now, for example, which dish is very famous, specifically known in Tamil Nadu? Any curry, any dish? Non-veg also, no problem. There are different types of biryani, in the area. Dindigal Talapakatti biryani is pretty famous, right? Now, That particular type of biryani tomorrow, if you say, I am also selling Talapakati biryani, which is more authentic? Theirs or yours? Theirs. Now, what is authentic in this conversation? Which is original? Which is actual? That. Clear? Similarly, when we say authenticity, we are talking about which is origin or which is the original statement. Now, we will talk about assertions in some time. Based on this only, there is one chapter which you have to put little extra efforts in that. Okay? Don't worry about the word assertion. I will explain. Try to just understand this highlighted words. Reliability of information and authenticity of assertions. Now, what is assertion? What is assertion? Try to understand. I want your participation in this concept. This concept I will not explain again. This will reflect in one of the units which I'll tell you where also. You don't have to write anything. Clear? We'll be discussing some things, and then if you want to copy, you copy later on. Okay? Now imagine this is you. Okay? You are my auditor. Okay? Now I am your client. I am your client. Now you audit my books of accounts. My financial statements you audit. Now my financial statements, what do you mean by financial statements here? Balance sheet will be there. P&L will be there. Then cash flow statement will be there. Then your favorite part, notes to accounts. Then we have something called as SOCI, statement of changes in equity. We call it as SOCI. Okay. Now I have a basic question. This is P and L or P or L? Huh? Huh? Slash is or okay. What do you call it as profit and loss account, profit or loss account? Profit and loss account. It is net profit or net loss only, no? Can you have both? Can you have net profit as well as net loss? Then why are you calling profit and loss account? So it is either profit or loss, no? That's why profit or loss, no? Then these are the questions when my accounting teacher was asked solving. No, I was like, why profit and loss? If you ask PUC teachers these questions, no punishment, imposition. You know why we call profit and loss account? In a year, we end up with both profit and loss. But we have never seen such a P&L, sir. You will never see life also. Sir, in break, what you drink and come. Let us say, let's take one example. This is an asset. This mic is an asset. This furniture is an asset. Camera, TV, laptop, computers, everything is an asset. Fine, sir. This mic I sold. Let us understand. I have in my organization there is a microphone. Okay. This microphone costs 10,000 rupees. So what is my purchase price? 10,000. After a year, let's say 10% depreciation, less 1,000. 9,000 is the value. I sold it for 8,000 rupees. Market gave me 8,000 rupees. Profit or loss? How much? Journal entry. Journal entry for sale of microphone. Simple. When I sell, what comes in? Debit, what comes in? Cash account debit. How much? 8,000. Correct? Is it a loss or profit? Loss. Loss is debited to P&L. Yes or no? Loss is an expense no for us. P&L account debit. How much? 1,000. 2. Microphone. 9,000. So asset is removed from the books. Asset will have a debit balance. It is removed from the book now. Fine, sir. Now, this loss will sit in my P&L here. No, 2. Loss on sale of microphone, 1K. Correct? Yes. Now, I have a camera. Camera's book value after depreciation, let us say it is 15,000. I sold it for 20,000. Loss or profit? How much? Entry. Cash account debit, how much? 20K. 2. Camera, 15K. 2. P&L, 5K. So in my P&L, by profit on sale of camera, 5K. In a single year, I will have a loss also. I will have a profit also. Ultimately, for presentation purpose, I will tell them net loss or net profit. But in the entire year, I'll be having selling my assets also in between. My investments will be sold. Some shares I might sell at loss. Some shares I might sell at profit. Some asset I might sell at loss. Some asset I might sell at profit. That's why we say it is a P&L account. The account involves both loss as well as profit. For presentation purpose, ultimately we show what? Either net profit or net loss. After all these things, how much profit I have made or how much loss I have made. That's why we call it profit and loss. When you're saying profit or loss, we are having a different perspective. Perspective is we are talking about the net profit or net loss. When I say profit and loss, we are talking about during the year transaction, which is appropriate, sir. According to me, profit and loss is appropriate. My opinion. My personal opinion, it is profit and loss account would be better because every year we'll be putting all the transactions in P&L only. Understood? Clear? Yes. Right, sir. Now, when you come here, imagine this microphone 10,000 and camera 15,000. Okay. With this, I have one more asset. Let us say one bike I have 3 lakh rupees. 3 assets. Asset number 1, microphone. Asset number 2, camera. Asset number 3. In this, which of the asset is not sold at all? Bike. All other 2 assets are sold. Now, this is a transaction during the year. Financial year 24-25 we have done. Now, you have come to audit. Okay. When you have come to audit, first thing you will check about is bike because other 2 things are sold. It's not there. What is there is nothing but bike. What are the questions you'll ask me? You as an auditor, see, I'm not telling whether your question is wrong or right. You ask me whatever question. As a client, I will answer you. What my response would be, I will give you. You want to first test the bike. What are the questions you'll ask? First question. What is the price that you have bought? I mentioned there 3 lakhs. When did you buy, sir? How does that affect you? From whom did you purchase? Okay. Think. No, I'm not saying it is wrong, but as a client, if I ask you, sir, why, sir? Until sale happens, it should not be bothering you, no. If I'm planning to sell, why? Then, very good. For what purpose are you using it? Then, you asked price when, whom purpose. Did you ask whose bike it is? You have to ask whose it is. Not necessarily organization or mine. If it is mine, why is it sitting in balance sheet? Second, organizations only, there are 2 ways of renting and buying. Understood? See, very simple process to understand these things. Assertion means whatever I say is assertion. Who is I here in our example? You are auditor. Who am I? Management. You are client. Means I am the management of my entity. Whatever I say is nothing but assertion. So I am telling I have a bike which is worth 3 lakh rupees. Should you accept my statement blindly or should you ask questions? You should ask questions. What questions you will ask now? Let's go one by one. 5 questions are good enough. Price, right? You said at what price you have purchased. I said 3 lakhs. Will you believe me? How will you believe that price is 3 lakhs then? Invoice. Very good. So to understand the price, what evidence you need? Invoice. Yeah. Now invoice says 2.5 lakhs. Now in the balance sheet is mentioned as 3 lakhs. Invoice is showing 2.5 lakhs. How will you resolve this? I told you, in life you should ask one question. You should come and ask me why there is a difference, sir. That time I will tell, sir, 2.5 lakhs correct. No, she's okay. One student is telling it's insurance cost. Insurance cost I can't capitalize it, ma. If you know insurance, every year you will be paying, right? Now here I'll tell, sir, correct, sir. Bike cost is 2.5 only, but actually I had bought accessories which is not available from their showroom. I had purchased it outside. The bill, sir, that bill I have, sir, I'll give. Now adding on all the bills, it will come to 3 lakh. Now are you satisfied? Yes. So price question satisfied. Second question is what? When did you purchase? How is it relevant? Is it relevant? If yes, how? Which year are we auditing? 24, 25. So if it was purchased in the previous year, the 3 lakh should not be cost. The 3 lakh should be book value or WDV, written down value. So I need to ask, when did you purchase this? If he says 2 years, if I say 2 years before I purchased, how will you verify this? You have to depreciate. Okay. Rather than depreciating, you can see 2 years balance sheet. In the last 2 years, was it mentioned or no? If it is mentioned, how are you still taking 3 lakhs in this year? You should take the depreciated value, no? Yes or no? That is comes when, whom, to whom did, from whom did you purchase? Why? Why? If I purchase from the showroom guy, or if I purchase from the true value guy, or if I purchase from a friend, how does it bother? How does tax bother? Correct. How does it affect me? Invoice is there in both cases now. You're right. The way of thinking is absolutely right. When you are buying from showroom, you'll be paying GST. When you're buying from your friend, you'll not be paying GST. But how does it bother me? Does it bother me? Not necessarily. Not necessarily at all. Clear? So, very good type of questioning, right? So, for me, according to me, from whom you have purchased has a lot of options available. Did you purchase from your creditor only? Now, what does this creditor means? The one you are supposed to give money to, right? Now, that means you have 2 transactions with the creditor. One you have taken loan, one you have taken bike. Second thing, what if you have taken it from debtors? One debtor has to give you 3 lakhs. Instead of that, he told, take my bike and go, sir. Then you can't show bike as asset. Purida. Which is where this makes sense now. From whom did you purchase? Who is this person? Is it from the showroom? Or is it some guy who has done business with you? What relationship you have? Is it a related party transaction? From the company's point of view, this is very important. Is it a RTT? Is it from your relative only? Clear? Then fourth, purpose. What do you mean by purpose here? Why did you purchase? Or why are you using the bike? Correct. Business purpose or personal purpose. Which should be the purpose? Business purpose. Allah? I'll ask you one question. Answer. Okay. Imagine I'm using it for business purpose. Okay. On the way, my mother says, hey, drop me to the doctor. I need to take some medicines. I'll tell business Vandi. You go walking. Will you tell this or will you tell sit man, drop you and go? Huh? Second one only, no? Will you drop your mother or will you tell no? Is it business? Personal? Yes. Now you said business purpose means we should allow, personal purpose we should not allow. On the way only. The doctor's clinic is on the way. What will you do now? What will you do? Will you allow it or not allow it? In the Madri design problem you will face. Your friend met with an accident. You want to drop him to hospital. What will you tell? Business purpose. Or will you take him to the hospital? No, business purpose, no. Personal purpose, we should not mix with it. This is called practical problems, which can't be discussed right away in theory. Yes, theory says it should be used only for business purpose. Prove it, no then. Prove it that he has used for personal purpose. On the way only when I'm dropping and going, how will you prove it? Go to that month, that day, go to traffic CC camera. Possible? Not possible, sir. Absolutely not possible. There are certain things which we can't do anything about. We have to accept it as it is. Yes, at least majority of used for business, sir. In a day, if you're using that vehicle for 8 hours, at least on 6-7 hours, have you used it for business purpose? Okay. While going home, you imagine this usually happens. 99% of the time, these things happens. Imagine vehicle company has given you one vehicle. You are going back to your house. Your spouse or your mother will call and tell, hey, while coming, get 1 liter milk, get onion, get tomato. Isn't it personal? Where are you taking it? You are telling the tomato, abde parandavani. No, you'll have to take it from your vehicle, in your vehicle only. No, personal purpose. But we can't differentiate it. We can't differentiate it. In income tax, see why audit is there in group 2 is because you need group 1 knowledge for this. At least little bit you need. That's why in income tax, they have given the distinction. Here, 70-30, 80-20, 65-35. They have given if you're using it for business purpose, at least give me some proportion that I'll consider only this much as business and this much as personal. Here, classic example I will tell you. You have bought a phone for business purpose. Only for business purpose, huh? No. I mean, you call your friends. Won't you call your friends? Yes. Won't you call your cousins? Yes. Won't you call your parents? Yes. Won't you call your to-be, your crush, friends, who are girls, who are boys? You'll call personal things, those are differentiate, no. But bill when you're paying, you'll put it on office head, no. Right? Very difficult to segregate personal and office. That's why some people will not even bother about it. They'll have 2 phones. One for office, one for personal. Purida? Understood. But yes, theoretically, we should tell that if it is for business, it should sit in the balance sheet. If it is not for business, it should not sit in the balance sheet. Here, one of my client had purchased AirPods Pro and considered as asset. Yeah, she had iPhone Pro and she had purchased AirPods Pro also, and she said this is for business purpose. She came to office to meet. When she told this, now I looked at her face. I didn't even react. I said, I'm smiling. And she's like, Karthik, why are you smiling? I said, you and I both know this is not business. She's like, no, business calls I make out of this. So many calls I make in a day. When your husband calls, in this phone only. Husband is business. No, personal. Then personal only, no. No. I won't call. And she's like, how will you prove to the officer that I called my husband from this phone? Phone records. For one call, the officer will go to telecom and tell, what is this? Single. For one call, you take phone record. It's very difficult. Practically, it is not feasible at all. Although theoretically, we can argue so much that you can do this. Yeah, but she was, telling that, no, I use airports only for business calls. Now what? I'm only telling. I said, tomorrow you take up the responsibility. She said, okay. And we considered that as an asset. One day, she was in a party and she put up a selfie. AirPods I saw. I texted her. Business party, madam? She sent that laughing smiley. Because we both know they'll be using it for both business as well as personal. Anna, to prove that, no, it's very difficult. I'm not saying it is impossible. Anna, very difficult. Is the time worth it? No. Is the efforts worth it? No. Understood. Maximum what? You will be saving some 1,000 rupees. For that, what? Go take CC camera footage. Only movie script you put that. Practical life, it's waste because crores and crores of people are there. Small things and all, you should just leave it. Yeah, only in Mudalvan movie you will see flower falling in that complaint box at the end of the movie. In reality, forget there is no complaint box only where flower will fall. Not possible. Yeah, only in movies you will see that 100% compliance cannot be made by all organizations. Yes, there are organizations who does 100% compliance. I have certain clients who never do a single rupee cash transactions. Not a single rupee cash transaction. There are people who do that, but I can't expect everyone to do that. Understood? Clear? Yes. Now in this case, next, whose bike is this? Is this your bike only, sir? Your bike means, is it in your name or is it in your organization's name? In whose name the bike should be? My name or organization? Organization's name. And even if it is in the organization's name, there are two things. Is this rented in the name of organization or is it purchased? If it is purchased, it is an asset. If it is rented, it is not an asset. Because you'll be paying something called as rental expenses per month. Now, versus this approach versus, I will tell, sir, buy 3 lakh, and you will tell yes. Which is more informative, first approach or second approach? First approach. Now, this whatever response I gave you is what we call as assertion. So basically, assertion is nothing but something called as what? Representation or statements made. Statements made by management. So whatever I tell is called assertion in technical language. Clear? Why? Generally, when someone says simple language, I'll ask. I told you have done audit. You just don't know what is the language. In your childhood, if you and I are fighting and if I tell mother promise, won't you accept whatever I am telling? In childhood, mother promise is the highest level of promise, no? So if I say, hey, Amma Satyama, mother promise, I didn't tell this. Won't you believe me? Yes, that's an assertion I made. You believed it. And in audit, we don't believe that assertion, whatever you said, prove it. Prove it. Management, if you say bike is for 3 lakhs, prove it is for 3 lakhs. Now, if management is Amma Satyama 3 lakhs only, sir. Will not believe Amma Satyama, Appa Satyama and all. Understood? Clear? Pakka. So, assertion means nothing but whatever management says. Claims, statement, representation or claims made by management is called assertion. I assert, I tell, I claim that this particular bike belongs to me and costs 3 lakh. This microphone I sold for 8,000. When I'm telling, you should not just believe, you should verify whatever I told is true or no. How do I verify? Through asking questions, through checking documentation, to talking to others, etc. Yeah. Now I'll end up this concept with one example. When there was this, long back, there was a game called Counter Strike. It's there, but it's not as famous as it was before. Those days we used to have craze about that game. We used to have tournaments. Okay, I was a professional gamer in my PUC days. I used to have my team and all. I was never interested in studies. Science I took, didn't understand. So from day one I started bunking the college. We used to go out and play a lot of tournaments. So once what happened, now we have a known cyber guy where the system is first you have to recharge, then you can play for any number of hours. Now I did not have money for recharging. So what I did, I saw my father's wallet once. Okay. Nicely I took one 500 note. I wanted 100 rupees, but father did not have change. I thought God is giving me a message, don't take 100, take 500. So I took 500. Okay, went and recharged. Okay, and I started playing. There was a tournament that day, and I told my mother that I have a college today. I did. This loose stool did not even think it's a national holiday that day. Okay, it was some Republic Day or no, it was Republic Day, correct. And it was a holiday. I wore college uniform. My dad is an LLB. Okay, I mean he doesn't practice, but he has studied law. He didn't, evidence. They go by evidence. He didn't. He even dropped me to bus stop also. Yeah, and I did not think only. I got to know at the end of the day. From morning when I'm thinking, why did my dad do all these things? Red-handed he wanted to catch. So he dropped me to bus stop also. I boarded the bus also in front of him. Okay, in between I got down. Then I went there. I played, and first round we won. Oh, we were happy. We were celebrating. Okay. I clearly remember next to that cyber, there was no shop in the mall. It was under construction. So we were celebrating. My mom and my sister were standing behind me. Suddenly, my friends stopped celebrating. And I'm the only person who's shouting there. Okay. And one of my friend came next to me. Macha, don't turn quickly. No, we Indians, what we do? When someone says don't do it, you do it. The timing of him telling if you turn, you'll die, and the timing of me turning, I saw my mom breathing so heavily that she's filled with rage, vengeance. Okay, Bhavani of Master. I went near my mom. Kaila or cool drink irukku. Okay, we're celebrating. Pepsi, my can was there. My mom is like, "This is your college." So I was like, she gave one slap before I finished my sentence. I was like, why did you hit? She got so angry, she removed her chappal and started slapping me. One slap, I spoke another slap, I spoke another. I understood the pattern. Na pesa kuda. 8 times I was slapped. Then I shut my mouth. Slap stopped. Then I understood, okay, this is a pattern. After that, my mom is talking. I told my friends, I'll come back. My mom was like, come back. He'll not come back today. He'll die today. My friends know, all of my friends know how my mom is. Okay, so they don't take risks with my mom. My friends are like, Karthik, nee po. They didn't even tell poit va. Karthik, nee po, we will handle here. We went. Now in India, no, in case of problems, no, stranger will become your friend. Okay, we are traveling in rickshaw. I am there, my mom is there, my elder sister is there. My mom is talking to rickshaw driver. பாருங்க லைஃப்ல ஒரு சீரியஸ்னஸ் இல்ல. I'm in my head, அவங்கிட்ட எதுக்கு சொல்ற நீ? அவனே ரிக்ஷா ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கான், அவனே சீரியஸ்ல இல்ல லைஃப்ல. You're telling him. Now he is also telling, பசங்களுக்கு ஒரு சென்ஸ் இல்ல. Now I have to listen from someone who I don't even know who is he. My mom is calling my dad. My dad is like, he's in the factory. He was a manager, so he did not have national holidays and all. So over, my mom is like, from where did you get the money? I said I was using my friend's account. My mom is like, which friend? So I told one of my friends' name. Okay, who I used to go to college together. We go to college together every day. My mom is like, no, I can't trust you now. Call him. I said, fine. I called loudspeaker about. இங்கதான் இப்போ இருக்கு. Yeah. I put on speaker and my mom is like, don't tell I am there. Just normal you talk. So I spoke. He was also there in my team only. He is like, Macha, all good? I was like, Ada, everything is fine. Everything fine. And the madri 8 slaps you got, what? Everything is fine. Here, you're only the news here. Come here. I was like, come, okay. I'll come when I can. Then, after some time, my mom, she got to know the person is existing. Then my mom called him on her own. She took the number, she called him. She's asking him, hey, that account which you have in that cyber, do you still have it? This fellow, we don't need enemies, yeah. We have friends. This fellow, auntie, which account, auntie? Hey, that account Karthik was saying, that expired long ago, auntie. I think he forgot. And she has kept on loudspeaker. And after that, my mom is like, okay, I'll give it to Karthik, clarified. I was like, Macha, that account that you have, hey, we close together, Noda, what are you talking? Loudspeaker. And I'm telling him, you're on loudspeaker. I told my mom that it was your account, so she called you. Oh, முதல்லே சொல்லிருக்கணும்ல, I would have lied. I said you're on loudspeaker. Oh, okay, Macha, I'll call you later. That fellow is playing there. And I am getting played. After that, ஒரு மசாஜ் கொடுத்தாங்க, மாத்தி மாத்தி இன்ஸ்டால்மெண்ட்ல கொடுத்தாங்க. My father came. Father is a, mother at least they will remove all the anger at once. Father installment. Whenever he feels frustrated, will come. You'll bunk the college. Bunk happened 3 days ago. You are giving after effects now. Whenever some financial loss happened, will come 500 rupees you steal. Last month. And that is called verifying the assertion. Whatever I told my mother, never trusted. That's called verifying the assertion. Now, whatever I told is assertion only. I told my friend's account, she verified it. I told it was my money, she verified it. I told it was national holiday. My dad asked. This is where I thought, oh, I should plan. I'm not used to lying. So I was like, my dad is like, today college you had? Special class. How many people were there in the college? My mom is like, our college ke pola. I'm asking, no. You tell her, how many people were there in the college? I said, எல்லாருமே இருந்தாங்க. My sister from behind. I'm என்ன சொல்ற நீ? She gave up. She's like, Sauda. And then my dad is like, what is the date today? Then I saw the calendar. Today, 26th Jan. உங்க அப்பா காலேஜ் அது. ரிபப்ளிக் டேல எல்லாரும் வந்தாங்க. After that, again massage. இது எப்படி இருக்கு தெரியுமா? In the temple, the priest will not put the flowers immediately. He'll tell mantras and keep putting, no. And the madri, my father kept on asking questions. After every question, one massage. My mother, she put in between the interrogation only, she'll come and hit me from nowhere. Literally, I was like one temple bell in the house. Now, father will be asking some question. For every question that I lie, mother from kitchen, she'll come. You know how Indian moms are, middle class mom, that 90 they will tie you also. She'll come, she'll hit, part she'll hit, she'll go. And I should not react also. My mother is like, ada odu nee engita pace. Eppadi odrudhu? And dad will be catching my hand, one scale will be there, or some, what is that, that dosa, which they remove, that he'll heat and keep in hand. எப்படியோ ஒரு மாதிரி பைரவ மாதிரி இருப்பான் அந்த மொமெண்ட்ல. right? Only person who can defend you is your sibling. That's why Dhanush's brother told, நல்லா பார்த்துக்கோங்க வெச்சு செய்வாங்க இல்லைன்னா. Now whatever my sister tells, no, my parents used to believe. And I asked my mom once, father kella இந்த மாதிரி question பண்ணவே முடியாது. I asked my mom, whatever she says you will believe, whatever I say you will not believe. Why? That why is very important. No, she looked at me, போறியா இன்னொரு மசாஜ் செஷன் வேணுமா? இல்ல ஜெனுவினா டவுட் கேக்குறேன்னா, when she says you will not ask where is she going, whose account she is using, because she does not fool us like how you fooled me. I didn't fool you. Argument over. Look at my confidence. No, I didn't fool you. See, technically I didn't fool them. They got fooled. That's difference. They could have, see, my dad knew it was Republic Day. He could have questioned me in the morning. I would have not recharged. I would have not gone. I'll be sitting at home only. No, idhukku kaaranam yaar enga appa dhaan. But I can't tell this to my mom. So I tell this to my sister. My sister will be like, appa, unna madri criminal paathade illa. Next time, whenever, after that, my dad put one rule. If you're going to college, he used to drop me till college gate. And college gate closes at 9. So he will drop me till the gate closes. My friends are there, no. They'll tell, come, we'll go to the tournament. Is there? Like, Anna, Aya, Anaya, body tanga. Romba weak. They'll be like, no, don't worry, your parents will not get to know. Pakka, 100%. Then we'll go. Physics, chemistry, and maths. These 3 periods we used to bunk regularly. We used to jump from first floor. Gate is closed, no. So we used to jump from first floor, go to one cyber and play. College people called my parents. Your son's attendance is very low. My father is like, I drop him to college. எப்படி attendance கிடைக்காது இவனுக்கு? Then slowly, all these people, came out and they said, one peon saw you jumping from first floor and all. I looked at my friends. You told my parents will not get to know. And my friend is like, I meant I will not tell my parents. Others I can't stop. Then over. After 1 year, college only told Karthik, your success we can't handle. The college ரொம்ப சின்னது. உன்னோட success இங்க இருக்கு. Our college can't handle. Please look for another college. So went for an evening college after that. Yeah, now these are all assertions. Example of assertions. Whatever you say, your parents will not believe you because of your past history. If your behavior was not fine, an auditor will always doubt you. From day one, if you are told the truth, an auditor will not ask you these many questions as we have asked. That's the difference between my parents trusting my sister and trusting me. Because she never lied, so for whatever assertion she told, they believed it to be true. See, same instance, same statement, if both of them say, there will be a difference. You will trust one person, you will not trust one person. Why is that? What is the reason? What's the reason behind this behavior? In the past, how you have behaved. If you have behaved with integrity, honesty, and straightforwardness, then obviously the questioning will reduce. But if you have not behaved in that manner, the questioning will increase. Purida? Understood? Yes. So this is what we say assertion. So everything in balance sheet, can you tell me what are the things will be there? Assets will be there. Then liabilities will be there. What is the third thing that will be there? Okay, in balance sheet, how many things will be there? 2 or 3? Or 4 or 5 or 6? There will be 3 things. 2 sides. Assets, liabilities, capital. That's why in company balance sheet, you'll see equity and liability. Because why it is coming in liability side, sir? Company is a separate legal entity. Yes. So when you give money to the company, it is a liability for the company to give it back to you. That is why it is a liability. Although two sides, we have three parts here. Capital will be there, liability will be there, assets will be there. The difference is with other liabilities, it's with outsiders. Capital is liability with insider. Understood? So whatever you mention here is nothing but an assertion. You may not tell openly, but the moment you put, let us say if I put a building here, what does that mean? Building 1 CR, what does that mean? Building is mine, the value is 1 CR. This you have to verify now. How do you verify? By asking questions, checking the documentations, getting the verifications done. Purida? Yes. So what is an assertion? Representations, statements, claims made by management. Clear? I'll give you a short note. Just write one small note. Meaning of assertion. Meaning of assertion. Meaning of assertion. Point number one. Point number one. It means the representations, comma, statements, comma, slash claims, made by management, made by management, comma, expressly, or in an implied manner, or in an implied manner, or in an implied manner. Full stop. This assertion should be verified by the auditor, verified by the auditor, verified by the auditor by applying procedures like, by applying procedures like inquiry, INQUIRY. Now there is no difference between inquiry and enquiry. Okay, the formal way of telling is inquiry, the informal way is enquiry. Both are same. Inquiry slash inspection. Inquiry means asking questions. Okay, inspection means checking the documentations. Okay, slash observation, comma, slash recalculation, etc. Full stop. Next line, right? Example. If an entity, in their balance sheet, it is mentioned that Building is for 1 CR. Building is for 1 CR. Building is for 1 CR. Then the auditor should not blindly believe but verify the facts. Verify the facts. By checking the documentation. By checking the documentation. Good stuff. This is for your understanding. Okay, whatever we have discussed, I have put it in small sentence. Now, is there a difference between accounting and auditing? Is there a difference between accounting and auditing? Now, what we are learning is auditing. We are not learning accounting. You have learned accounting before. No, is there a difference between accounting and auditing? Yes. In account, what is the difference, sir? Now, these type of questions are very important in your syllabus. Clear? It's like your PUC or 11th, 12th questions only, but it's more of a technical type of question. Clear? And what you have to do is, I'll be giving homeworks in the class, right? Trusting that you will do. Clear? If you do it, good for you. If you don't do it, it will keep getting accumulated, right? So, especially when it comes to assertion level, here in one of the unit, specifically here, unit number 4 of chapter number 7. Here, if you can write a reference there. Right now, assertion you have written, no, right? More about this. Refer to unit 4 of chapter 7. Unit 4 of chapter 7. Now, can you please read the unit? Audit of various items of financial statement. What are the various items of financial statements? Balance sheet items and P&L items. In balance sheet, we have liabilities and assets. P&L, we have income and expense. So, different types of assets and liabilities, different types of income and expense. How to audit, that is given in unit number 4. It's actually an illustration of all these things, how to audit. Clear? That we will not be discussing in the class in detail, because these are examples. Assertion you have to understand in detail. Again, going forward in unit number 4, some of the things I will be doing, some of the things homework here, right? Because you should also start learning on your own as to how to sit for X number of hours. Here, you should have that understanding of sitting and reading on your own. This subject requires reading. If you don't read, you will not be able to crack this paper after the classes get over. Now here, for 5.5 hours, I am the only person talking. Now, humanly, is it possible to absorb all 5 hours content and retain it? Not possible. So you have to go home and read. For that reading exercise is where this particular unit becomes helpful. Here, I have put it in a better presentation for you guys. How, sir? If I go here, chapter 7, unit 4. CL. Now, this is with respect to borrowings. Okay, with respect to borrowings, how we are going to see? First, we have to see existence. In existence, 3 points I have mentioned here. Similarly, rights and obligations, 4 points are there. Completeness, 2 points are there. Valuation, 3 points are there. Presentation and disclosure, 5 points are there. How do you read this? In this unit specifically, you have to understand what is this? What is this? What is this? This, if you understand, no, you are able to read everything on your own in this unit. Right? I have explained what is assertion now. That assertion will come back in this unit. This unit is all about assertions. Right? Now, in that, I'll explain you what are these: completeness, rights and obligations, valuation, existence. These are the things I will tell you. So, in unit 4, 100% attention is required in understanding these units, these topics. If these topics you miss out, no matter how many times you read, you will not be able to understand it in the right manner. It will be just by hearting anymore. Understood? And this unit, you can think of points. There's a scope of your original points coming out. But for that, you have to understand these. These are called assertions. All these are called as what? Assertions. So for assertions, for P&L separately will be there. Assertions for balance sheet separate will be there. So you have to learn accordingly and then go ahead. Understood? Clear? Hint, tip to study this particular unit: don't study unit 4 straight. Don't sit from morning till evening and finish unit 4. Nothing will retain here. Every day, one item. Like assets, inventory, borrowings, loans and advances. One day, one item you do. Focus more on inventory and PP. That is your crux area for CMA Inter. Which one? Inventory and PP, property, plant and equipment, because they themselves in the textbook only, in your ICA module only, unit number 4 is nothing but, see what they have told. With special emphasis on what? So, no matter what, these two things you will not skip. Clear? If you are finding it difficult, sir, at least these two things you have to do it. So I don't usually encourage skipping of topics, because you never know, 1 mark can make a huge difference. But at any cost, inventory and PP, you should be thorough with it, which we will do in the class. Here, after explaining what are the assertions, inventory, PP, I will do specifically in the class. Some of the other parts like loans and advances, sundry, if I do sundry creditors, sundry debtors you will do, because more or less it is the same. Understood? Clear? Right. So this is with respect to your what are the basic concepts we have done today with audit. First thing we learned is definition of audit. What is the definition of audit? It's an independent examination of financial information of any entity, whether it is profit oriented or not, irrespective of its size or legal form, with a view of expressing an opinion thereon. Remember, the cycle starts from data, information, examination, procedures, evidence, conclusion, opinion, report. And report could be in written form and not oral form. Understood? Clear? Then we went on to study what? Essential features of auditing. In this, what are the key points that we have underlined, or keywords that we have discussed? 1. Evaluation and verification of evidence. See how you have to prepare your short notes also, I will train. Here, now, short notes means what? The quick revision notes. Now, if I have to write this, okay, let us say how many points are there? We have 6 points to write. Now, if I have to remember this, step number 1, you have to give reading, 2 full readings of the content. Clear? Then in your notes, you just write the keyword. What is the keyword? Let us say for point number 1, what is the keyword? Evaluation and verification of evidence, you write. Here, evidence you write. Look at the conceptual part of it. Evidence. 3 parts of the evidence I'll have to evaluate. What is that? A. Rahman. A. Adequacy, reliability, relevance. Understood? Clear? Second thing is review of systems. Review of systems. Right? Now you have to answer this. What type of review, sir? Analytical, critical, investigative. Clear? CIA or ICA. Clear? Investigative, critical, analytical. Review of system. Which are the systems? Accounting system, ICS, internal control system. Revision can be done quickly. Revision does not mean every word you should study. That is study. Revision, only keywords, bullet revision you should do. Clear? Third point. Now, second point I have written. Third point. Financial or non-financial. What is this? Audit information. Information. Information may be financial or non-financial. What example I had given? Employees number and salary paid. Attendance days and salary paid. Clear? Electricity units consumed versus electricity bill paid. Clear? Then fourth one. Standards or criteria for what? Evaluation. So if I have to evaluate, I need some criteria or some standard. Then fifth point. It's about auditor. He should be competent, independent, qualified, and certificate of practice. Understood? Clear? See, you should have IQ, no? Yes or no? That is the keyword which I will set here. I will write CIQ. An auditor should have IQ. C square. C for competency and certificate of practice. IQ, independent and qualified or qualification. Clear? Then sixth point, reliability and authenticity. Reliability of what? Information. Authenticity about what? Assertion. Understood? Clear? Yes, sir. Pakka. Yes. Right? Quickly. Now, these 6 points, see, this is how I have written as a short note. At any point of time, to revise this short note, how much time it will take for me? Not more than 5 minutes for you. Just to revise this. And you can just have a look at it. Here, what are the 6 points? First one, evaluation and verification of evidence. What are the 3 aspects of evidence I am going to evaluate and verify? AR, authenticity, reliability, relevance. Next, review of system. What type of review? Critical, investigative, analytical. Which system? Accounting system and internal control system. Then financial and non-financial. What is it? Information or auditor? Information. Then standards and criteria to do evaluation. Then CIQ. Auditor should have C square IQ. What is that? Competency, certificate of practice. I and Q is independence and qualification. And reliability and authenticity. Reliability of information, authenticity of assertion. Here? Yes. Right. Then we discussed assertion in detail. Here, internal control system and assertion, which is not, that explanation is not required in this unit, but we have done it in detail. Going forward, it will be helpful for you guys. Here, your homework would be, you have to read and come. At least, I'm not saying study and come. At least give 2 readings for this. Difference between accounting and auditing. Clear? Then, difference between audit and investigation. So, accounts and audit, what is the difference? Audit and investigation, what is the difference? We do audit, we don't investigate. Investigation is like that officers. They have the power to arrest and all those things. We don't have that power. I told you, maximum what we can do? Report. Maximum we can do is report, which is why in our process it ends with what? Reporting. We never go beyond that. Here, we can just go and tell so and so problem is there. Later on, it is between the investors and management. They should take action. We can't take action on behalf of them. So, 2 homeworks today. 1 question we have discussed. Hidden question number 1, which is that? Essential features. Question number 2. If you are making short notes, make it in the house when you are studying only. Question number 2. Difference between accounting and auditing. Question number 3. Difference between audit and investigation. Clear? So tomorrow we will continue from here. All right. Today, what is the timing they have told you? 7:32. We will need 5 hours. Okay, so we'll be taking till 1, right? And my budget to finish this particular date I have set is 30th September. By this month end, I have to finish your audit portion. So for that purpose, I'll give you, if I'm extending, I'll give you enough breaks in between. My maximum extension would be till 1:30, maximum 2, maximum. That's the maximum possible for this nature of subject with the break, not without break. I don't torture like that, okay? I'll give you enough break in between, another 15 minutes break I'll give you if I'm taking till 1:30, right? If it is still 1 o'clock, no breaks in between because we get only 2.5 hours, okay? So minimum 5 hours I'll require on a daily basis to finish off in 15 days. Okay, I've kept 1 day buffer, totally 16 days I've kept, 1 day for uncertainties, power issues, rain, we never know what can happen. So 1 buffer a day for that. If I finish early, good for you guys. Yeah, right? So this one disclaimer I had to give, okay, on day 1 only. So I'm giving you. If you're okay with it, I'll continue. Otherwise, simply portions will be elongated for you guys as well. I'll finish up the portions as soon as possible. One rhythm will be there. No breaks in between, meaning no holidays in between. Okay, if Karthik sir takes up the classes, 2 things don't expect. 1, holiday for the class. Second thing, frequent breaks I will not give. Reason being, I'll tell you the reason also. I am more of a teacher who takes up these subjects, audit, law, and other things, which is a theory based practical. In this particular subject, most important thing is a flow. Clear? The rhythm, the flow, the concentration. If I give break in between, your concentration is broken, my concentration is broken, we won't be able to carry on with the speed. Clear? So for that reason, I don't give breaks. Mathapati, I don't hate you and all those things. Okay, no vengeance as such. This is the reason why I extend the classes. Okay, so with your consent, I will do it. If you are not okay with it, unanimously we say no, sir, it's not okay with us. I'll not do it. I don't want to force it, but it is for your benefit. It's your betterment. Think and tell me. But till, from tomorrow onwards, it will be till 1 minimum. If I'm in the concept, I'll extend beyond 1. Depending, but day 1 I'm telling you maximum till what it can. Okay, yes, good. Thank you so much. Have a great day.